Hey guys, good morning everybody. How are you today? Happy Monday, glorious, beautiful Monday to you all. So, some of you know me, we know that this is an odd topic. You know that this is not me. You hardly will hear Steve like there, teach on a topic like this, but I had to do this. My name is Stephen Akita. I'm Africa's most sought after investment coach. I'm a serial entrepreneur. Okay. So, my name is Stephen Akita. I'm Africa's most sought after investment coach. I'm a serial entrepreneur. This is a rare topic. I call this a topic out of pressure. So every day people send me DM, inbox. We see you travel all over the world. Please help me. I'm tired. Nigeria is troubling. I need to leave the country. I need to and I've been saying this. By the way, I live in Nigeria. I just decided to expand our businesses beyond Nigeria. And for me, one of the reasons was because I feel that the more we create businesses that go beyond the borders of Nigeria, the more we redeem our name as a country with people who are intelligent, who can build businesses legally. So I live in Nigeria. I will not leave Nigeria. I enjoy living in Nigeria. Nigeria is still a great country. But a lot of you are just on my neck. You see me travel all over the world. You are tired of Nigeria. So I might as well just teach you how to do it legally. Because, I just don't think, it's been years now, I don't think you guys will leave me alone on this topic. So let me give you, this is going to be like a 5-series topic, but I will only continue the series if we get up to 200 viewers in each series. So, in other words, I will assume you guys are not interested in this topic if we don't get to 200 people today. So, if we get up to 200 people, I'll do part 2. If the part 2 gets up to 200 viewers, live viewers, then I'll get to part 3. So, for those of you who may be interested more in this topic, I advise you to share it on your WhatsApp group, Facebook group, LinkedIn group, all that group of those of you who want to run away from Nigeria. Share it there. So let's have that conversation. How do you migrate in a dignifying way, right? By the way, tell me your name and your city as you're joining me. I just feel that there's nothing wrong with leaving Nigeria if you feel like leaving. I mean, people move from one country to the other. It's okay. But you have to do it in a very dignifying way. What I have been sick and tired of, okay, has been the undignifying way people leave Nigeria. I've seen too much of, migration that in a very disdain way. It's a shame the way we go about it. And I just feel it's good to give the right information because most of us who do this don't even have the right information. Let me give you an example. I was in Frankfurt last week and I was in this, restaurant called Nollywood Restaurant. And, one of the owners of the place was sharing with me a young man she helped to start working there. And, didn't have, just came in, illegal alien. She had to send him back because he was still struggling to even sort himself out. Now, yet he went to impregnate a lady. Now this lady that impregnated does not also have a paper. But because of the ignorance, he heard that if you just get a lady pregnant in Germany, you will automatically get papers. And that was a wrong information, very wrong information. You were not, it's if the person that got pregnant has papers that automatically gives you paper. So wrong information people just do things, no valid information, no right information, and we might as well just give us the right information. So how many of you are interested in today's topic? Is it a good topic to take, by the way? Because it's a more of deviation from what I normally teach. I teach more businesses you can do. I teach more on investment opportunities. I teach more on how to make money. But all this traveling doesn't work with me because I don't believe in people leaving Nigeria. I believe that you can make it in Nigeria just like I did. I started my business in Nigeria with 1,000 naira, and I've grown it to a multi-billion naira corporation. Okay, so and so for me, I believe strongly in Nigeria. I believe that we need to stay in Nigeria and fix Nigeria. I've started fixing Nigeria in the real estate sector, and we'll continue that. But hey, if everybody's on my neck every day, I get DM, I get inbox, I get WhatsApp, help me, I need to get out of Nigeria. Oh, you don't want to help us, you have the info. So let's as well just enlighten you guys, okay? But again, young people, you guys are just crazy about wanting to leave the country. I was talking about people joining me for pilgrimage into Jerusalem. Before I knew it, most of the people coming were people who just want to leave Nigeria to Jerusalem. It's pilgrimage. It's not migration, right? It's pilgrimage. There's a difference, in wanting to go for pilgrimage and trying to migrate. Two different things. So we're here, by the way, okay, everybody says it's a good topic. It's good to enlighten our young people. So now, if you agree it's a good topic, I'm going to be sharing with you 6 points. Okay, and in this part, then I will do part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. However, I will only do part 2 if we get 200 viewers. So I like you, if you think this is a good topic, is something you have been waiting for, share this. Share on your WhatsApp group, on your Facebook group, on your LinkedIn group. On your right hand side, you see Facebook party. Click on it and invite all your friends. That's the only way we'll do part 2. If we don't get to 200 people, I will assume it's not the right information. I'll assume most of my audience don't want this. So I'll just continue my normal training on empowering people on how to make money, how to build wealth. I think that's better. So the first point, if you're ready, type I'm ready. If you're ready for me today, type I am ready. By the way, share. So 6 major points. I can see Okori King. Tell me your name as you join us, guys. Your name. Sonny says, very good topic to enlighten our young people out there. Okere Gabriel, Malcolm Idris, how are you? Okay, Malcolm Israel, I can see. Lewis from Virginia, USA. Good to see you. Dotson, how are you? Everybody's here. Michael, all of you, thank you for joining. And it's good to see you. So are you ready? If you're ready for me, type I'm ready. The first thing that I want to share in this topic, which is very, very important, is for you to first choose immigration-friendly country. So if you're going to leave Nigeria, the first step to take, choose immigration-friendly country. A lot of people want to leave Nigeria and do not even have that conversation of which country is immigration friendly, because not every country is immigration friendly. Okay, not the US is no longer immigration friendly. No longer. UK will be the next. Now that Brexit is concluded, UK is strengthening the immigration law here, and they are beginning to put certain strong factors for you to be able to get an immigrant visa. So you need to know that certain countries, sometimes some of us also fall victim where we're not up to date with information. So for example, a country may have been immigration friendly, but suddenly begin to get hostile. And if you don't invest in getting to, updated, you will just choose that decision based on old information. You will make up your mind and start taking action based on something very old, no longer relevant. So choose an immigration-friendly country. I'll give you 2 countries that is currently immigration-friendly. Okay, number 1 is Canada, and so that's obvious. All of you want to go to Canada. Number 2 is Dubai. Canada and Dubai are the 2 current immigration-friendly countries that I'm going to talk about in this video. Okay, for the purpose of this particular video, I'll talk about Canada and I will talk about Dubai. These 2 countries are currently immigration friendly. They are, nice to people who want to leave the country. They're very nice. They're open. They're all their policies kind of support people who want to, come into their country. And so you want to consider one of these two countries, either Canada or you consider or Dubai. Now I'm talking about people who are immigrating not necessarily because they want to come study. This is about, because if you're going to come study, UK is being nice about you coming to study. Even a lot of the countries are open to you coming to study. In fact, Europe is one of the best countries to come and study. Germany is a good country to come study, but they realize a lot of African immigrants will come for the sake of, they get a study visa, to come and study. Then they get there, they refuse to study. And so they are becoming tough nowadays. In fact, it used to be free scholarship for Africans, and you just need to pay about £2,500, euro. Very flexible structure. But all these things are becoming very tough because they are seeing a pattern. Assuming many of us will come study and go back, or even come study, and then when you're done with your study, you try to see alternative. They probably will have been nice, but they realize that you don't even do the study that you told them you're coming for. Okay, you don't even do the study, right? And that has been a pattern that has been a critical of major issues. So if you are being sincere, I'm not necessarily coming to come and study. Then think of Canada, think of Dubai. Okay. By the way, let me say this. Malcolm Idris is saying Dubai lifestyle is expensive. I heard. Well, you are the one that chose to immigrate. I need you to know this, right? Because this is a major conversation that Malcolm, we need to start telling our people. There is no easy country out there. There is none. I have had to say this again and again. I shared this last night with a lady on my neck about this immigration. So, I said, why do you want to leave Nigeria? Say, things are hard. I say, it's hard everywhere. It is hard everywhere. Let's not deceive ourselves. It is hard everywhere. It's a lie. If somebody tells you one country is easier, it is hard. Unemployment is heavy everywhere. UK unemployment is high. US unemployment is high until Donald Trump came. And the only method Donald Trump used was to send illegal aliens out so that there could be more jobs for the citizens. But everywhere is hard. Ladies and gentlemen, wake up and smell the coffee. Okay? Well, welcome for those of you just joining. My name is Stephen Akita. By the way, tell me your name and your city. I'm sharing with you how to migrate from Nigeria with dignity. It's enough of the shame that we get. People are being pushed, in the Mediterranean Sea as we speak. Okay? Towards the coast of Italy. People are pushed into the waters. People who were told they could go by boat, they go to Libya. From Libya, they try to come to Italy. A whole lot is going on. Slavery is going on. This is Freedom Day. This week, I think, is the Freedom Week. People are being enslaved. People are in trouble. People are messed up because they don't have the right information. So if you want to at least leave Nigeria, live with the right information, do it in a dignifying way. Don't do it and become a slave in Libya and become a slave in Italy. And because somebody is just deceiving you, don't mind those people. It's easy for you to cross Nigeria via Libya. It's a lie. They are lying to you. They are lying to you. They are lying to you. So let's have the right information. 2 major countries now that is immigration friendly. You don't need to cross Libya. You don't need to endanger your life, and some of you even do with your children. You don't need to do that. Dubai and Canada. I guess the funny thing, you can transit from there. You can move on from those countries to other countries. There are people who come to Dubai and end up meeting people who are residents of other countries and are able to connect maritally and move to those countries. I mean, at least move to a place that is a lot better. Now, Canada is even a lot better. A lot of people, if you're able, it's becoming harder, but it's still another country that is very, very open. Are you learning at all? If you're learning, type, I am learning. Come on, guys, talk to me. If you're learning, can you type, I am learning? I've said today, I'm going to do part 2 of this series if we get to 200 viewers. So those of you who think this is, I can see people say they are learning, they're enjoying this. Okay, good. I'm happy you're learning. If you want me to continue this series, because I can't finish it in this episode, then you have to keep sharing this video till we get to 200 live viewers. My own assumption, if we don't get to 200 live viewers, is that this is not a good topic and I will not do it again. So if you're sure you want me to continue this topic, paste this video link on your Facebook group, your WhatsApp group, your LinkedIn group. Post it on your right hand side. You see Facebook party. Click on it and start inviting your friends. If we get to 200 live viewers, I will do part 2 because there's so much to teach in this area. Number 1 is choose immigration friendly country to, migrate to. Okay, that's the first thing. Because if you choose the wrong country, you are tossed. You're finished. Okay, it begins there. The right country that is open to immigrants, right? And Canada is just the king of that. Dubai is also very open. Number 2 is get unbiased information. Get unbiased, correct information, right? Again, get unbiased, correct information. I'm going to give you a typical example of how some of us are not being intelligent in our approach. Okay, and I think this is one of the most, wrong thing that we do out there. So, for example, you want to leave Nigeria. The first thing I see people do is these people wake up and go and ask for, Anthony, what's your business with my age? I don't know why you're asking for my age. You're distracting me right now. Okay, what's your business with my age? You can go Google it. Google will tell you. Okay, my age is online. But I don't know why you're asking for my age. You're distracting me. Okay, we're talking something serious here. Because I'm not teaching this topic. By the way, this is not one of those topics I'm coming to teach and I'm happy teaching it. I don't like that I'm teaching this topic. I don't believe that anybody needs to leave Nigeria, by the way. Okay, this is not one of those topics I like to teach because I believe in people staying in Nigeria. I grew up in Nigeria. I made my money in Nigeria. I'm expanding my business all over the world. Okay, that's how I did it. Okay, so I am not doing this is not one of those topics you see me smile like that because I don't like that I'm teaching this topic. I don't believe in people leaving Nigeria. So it's not one of those days I'm just excited. But I come here every day when I get a need. I have this sense of burden. Like this is something people are struggling with. Can I educate people? Can I help people? Can I, help their lives to be better? Okay. And that's why I come here. Okay. And by the way, let me say this in digression, Ahmed. One of the major wrong things that you Nigerians do, okay, and I think you should be ashamed of yourself when you have that culture, is that you think age equals wealth, age equals wisdom. And I think it's just wrong. It's wrong. I've met old, stupid, ignorant, uneducated people in my life. Right? And I've met young people. In fact, one of my own first mentor was younger than I do. So I never do anything based on age. And Nigerians do that a lot. And that's why we remain the same way. Poverty and pride. You see people who need to learn from somebody who is younger than them. They say, mo 20 years. And so what? You should be ashamed of yourself. Lord, for 20 years, to one bank. Or there. Because we do that a lot. That's why we don't make progress. It's always age with us. How old is he? Who is he? Where did he come? And it's nonsense. Our country is messed up because of your old people out there. The old people you are prostrating for messed up the country we have. They messed that country up. And you guys will still come up and be asking the same stupid question. How old is he? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's the same old people who have messed Nigeria up and they refuse to give up power. They've made all the children, the generations, literally these people have messed up Nigeria. Except by the grace of God, the next 3 generations is doomed by we will be suffering the consequences of these old people. And yet, you will be seeing people still ask the same question, how old are you? It doesn't make sense to me. Does age have anything to do with how your life can change? How many old people have changed your life? Oh yeah, talk to me now. How many old people have come on Facebook and changed your life and give you information that will change your life? So why do we talk about something important and then the next question is, how old are you? Are you kidding me? That's why we don't make progress. It's all about age with you. Counting age. That's how a lady was telling me that I should dash out money to do the birthday of a 5-year-old son. As if that's an achievement. You see how messed up we are? This woman, for her to be begging for money, obviously means she probably doesn't even have a job. Yet, the only major important thing for her is to do birthday. Birthday. What is birthday without achievement, without success? Okay? And it doesn't matter. The conversation has nothing to do with age. And I think I've been pissed off by that. Because, let me give you an example. I went to Washington. It was World Bank. We had this World Bank training. It was myself and my friend. And it was a training on innovation at the World Bank. And I remember going to that meeting excited I'm young. That yes, this is the meeting for we, And when we got there, all of us from Nigeria are the oldest. The people who were our age mates were lecturers. And that's how messed up we are. That even someone like me that you think I'm young, amongst people those who do what I am doing in the US and the UK are far older. I'm not if you agree, type 1. And that's what we need to stop, because this is how we mess a lot of our people up. And what have I achieved in my life? Mark Zuckerberg is the 5th richest person in the world. He's younger than I do. Okay? Because this is how we mess ourselves up. This is how we mess ourselves up. You give each other a sense of achievement, accomplishment. I have not achieved anything. If anything, I've just started. And we Nigerians need to start saying that to ourselves, Africans. Okay? We need to. Because we're so backward when we say just few people. Few. And those people have just even started. Okay? You will start saying, oh, how old is he? Because you even think that little he has achieved is something barbaric. And it's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. There are people who are far, far younger than that African that you are saying is doing well, that have dusted his record. Dusted. I mean, I was shocked. We even did competition at the World Bank. Okay? My team didn't win. The team that won were younger. You see? Okay? We need to wake up. Because, and I'm saying this not, by the way, Antonia, I understand that you don't mean harm. I get it. But you see, why I'm saying this, Antonio, is because many people have messed their success up because they just get their head swollen. You get to a level, Nigerians have a way of making you feel you have achieved. When you just get to a small level, you have just started. They will make your head will start swelling up. We that have achieved. I'm not upset, Anthony Williams. I'm not really upset. I'm just trying, I'm always here to correct the mindset. So when I see something that I need to hammer on a bit, I really do so. Okay, I really do so because it's an issue that I've seen continue. I've seen continue and we need to work on it. Because even some of you who are watching me are a victim of what we're saying here. Where you have not achieved much, but people begin to make you feel like you have achieved something very big. And you begin to relax. You begin to relax. An average African, once he has 2 houses and 3 cars, his language change. Nonsense. What has he achieved?
You see him start walking like this. Hello, how are you? You see, I think, when we worked hard, when we, had to achieve, we had to invest. What has he achieved? What has he achieved? The age mate of his grandchild has done that far, far more. And we need to begin to challenge ourselves as Africans to go out there and do great things. And not be comfortable with mediocrity, even when it comes to success and achievement. We need to go out there and do great things. And we need to challenge ourselves. How many of you agree with me? If you agree, type I agree. We need to challenge ourselves more. We need to push ourselves to do more. We need to look at ourselves and say, good job you've done, but you can do better. Oh, you have a great business in Nigeria. Why not expand it to US, to UK, to Dubai, to Canada, to all over the world? We can do great things. Okay, we can. Okay? So I'm not angry, by the way, because sometimes when I talk, a lot of you just assume I'm angry. If I'm angry, I will tell you I'm angry. I'm just trying to correct an impression, okay? An impression that I feel needs to be worked on. And when I see an impression, I want to correct it because I feel that's important. So how many of you have gotten some value? If you've gotten value, type I got value. Come on, talk to me. If you're getting value, can you type I got value? Okay? Type I got value if you're getting value. Guys, talk to me. Type I got value or I'm getting value if you're getting value. Okay? I'm on a video conference. Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
We're having a bit of noise complaints from both rooms beside you. Okay. We can ask you to take it down a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite loud and I can hear it in the corridors as well. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
No problem. Thank you. You see, they say I'm making noise. You people are making me shout. So I'm gonna be a little bit more quiet so that I don't distract my neighbors. This is why I like corner piece rooms. Okay. But let's go on. Can we go on? Are you getting value? If you're getting value, type I'm getting value. If this noise continue, because these rooms echo a lot. I don't think it's even much of my noise, but I think the rooms echo a lot. So this is what I'm gonna do. Let me see, what can I do here? Let me continue. Number 2, get an unbiased information about your migration. So one of the things I realized about people who want to migrate, when you want to leave Nigeria, the kind of people that you go and meet to give you advice and ideas about leaving are people who probably who want to collect money from you, right? Because they are involved in that migration. And what do you expect them to do? Would they tell you not to leave? Or no, they just will tell you whatever will make you patronize them. So the first thing you want to do, and I think that's very important, if you want to migrate, one of the most important things I advise you do is to get an unbiased advice from people who have results in those things. Okay, get an unbiased advice, and that's why I called it get an unbiased information. So do you know somebody who has migrated and migrated legally? Okay, it is not illegal migration now, migrated legally. Get somebody who has migrated and did it properly, right? Didn't have that issue where they migrated and it was done in an improper manner. So get somebody who can give you some good advice, and there are many of them out there. There are many of them where you can say, what do you think? How do you think? What's the information in this country? So for example, you want to move to Canada, look for somebody who migrated to Canada legally and tell the person, can you give me update about Canada migration policy, or introduce me to a lawyer or to somebody who is very vast when it comes to immigration to Canada. The same thing with Dubai. Look for somebody who is doing well in Dubai legally, because some of these people travel abroad. Does not mean everybody abroad is legal. Some of them are abroad, but they are illegal alien. So you need to know that. And when you need to know that people only give you what they have, right? If I'm an illegal alien, in a country, I can only give you an illegal way to also access the country. So be careful the kind of people you get advice from. And I think it's very important that we invest in that. Get the right information, get the right unbiased or unadulterated truth about your traveling, your migration, your leaving a particular country. Get an unbiased truth about it. And I think it's very key that you do this. I can overemphasize this, but I feel it's important without shouting now. Okay. So I'm shouting. Okay, this is why sometimes I like to go out also to do my videos. Right? Without shouting, but I can overemphasize this. You need to, and it's very important that you get unbiased information. Now, please share this video. Like I said, for those of you just joining us, I'm sharing 6 important things before you migrate from Nigeria. I'm Stephen Akita. I'm Africa's most sought after investment coach. I'm not a migration expert. I don't do this. I don't like this. I don't even like that I'm teaching you guys this. But I'm under too much pressure to teach it because I get too many people on my neck over this conversation. So I just have to teach it. And I like to know that I'm not going to teach this again except to get 200 viewers. So I would like you to share this video on your WhatsApp group, your Facebook group, your LinkedIn group. You can click on the Facebook party icon, okay, to be able to invite your friends, your loved ones to watch this, because if we don't get up to 200 live viewers, I'm not actually going to repeat this. I will not actually. So if you get up to 200 viewers, then I will do the part 2, then part 3, then part 4, because I can't teach you guys all that needs to be taught about immigration in one video. There's just no way. I only have 6 topics I can cover in this video. You can hear that I'm already disturbing my neighbors, so I gotta rush this quickly. Number 3, okay, that I want to share here. Number 1 is choose immigration friendly country. So don't just go to just any country. Go to a country that is immigration friendly. Number 2, get an unbiased information about the country you're trying to migrate to. Number 3, okay, get an internet-based business that is already producing $500 monthly for you before you dare try to leave Nigeria. And I'm not kidding you. There are a lot of great internet businesses. E-commerce is there, affiliate marketing is there, blogging is there. I know a lady who is based in Dubai now, and she's doing very well from blogging. There are a lot of great businesses, guys, that you can do online and begin to make money online before you leave Nigeria. The reason why this is important is that you do not just leave Nigeria and even get to Canada and just get a job like that. In many cases, it's not that easy. You don't just get to leave Nigeria and come to Dubai and just get jobs like that. Many people, not everyone, some people are privileged for one reason or the other to get their dream jobs, particularly people who have art skills. Like I have a friend of mine who is a photographer, great photographer. He immigrated to Canada, and guess what? He already got job just like that. Okay, because things that, you know, arts related, photography, video editing, graphics, which is still internet based somehow. There are things that you can, even if you don't get a job, you can start a company and start getting people to give you jobs in those areas. So, but for many of you who are not, you better find a way to learn an internet-based business, internet skill, or artist or arts-related skill, because these are very easy to sell, very easy to get source of sustenance. Because let me give you a typical scenario. You have people who have PhD in Nigeria, migrate to certain countries. By the time they get there, they told them that their certificate is not relevant in those countries. Do you even know that if your degree in Germany sometimes may not be relevant in the US? If you know type 1, if you get a degree in Germany, do you know that you can get to US and they still tell you that that degree is not relevant? If you know that type 1, is that serious? And I'm not kidding you. Is that serious? So you have situations where even though you were doing very well in Nigeria, you had masters, you could get to these countries and they tell you that all those degrees are no longer relevant. And so what you then find, people who were graduate, who had masters, having to do security job, some of them working in hospital, washing dead bodies, some of them becoming cleaners, and you see them moving with huge low self-esteem, which does more harm to you than where you were in Nigeria. You were a lot better when you were in Nigeria. You had a better sense of worth. In fact, I have met, how many of you know that we're having a higher degree of mental illness amongst Nigerians in diaspora? If you know that, can you type I know? Let me ask you again. How many of you know that we're having a higher degree of mental illness amongst Nigerians in diaspora? If you know, type I know. And I'm not kidding you. It's a serious, it's a known fact, and it's become a major issue right now because the cultures are different. You know, so in Nigeria, we are very social. You know, your cousin, your brother, we are also not working. I mean, in Nigeria, you work averagely 5 hours productively. Even though your job is 8 hours, you take a 1 hour break, you gist, you pick calls, you barely work for 5 hours. The rest, you call your brother, you go to your uncle's place, you go to weekend, you go to church, you gist with friends. We are very social. So when you come to the Western world, it's less social. Okay? This is a culture that is not social at all. Except I go to church. I'm here in London. Except I go to church. I'm having a conference that I'm going also, tomorrow. Except for that I go for meetings. I can be here, okay, and not talk to anybody for 1 month. Literally, it's bad that even in the elevator, okay, in the elevator, it's bad that even at the elevator, you will take elevator with people. Some people will not even say hello to you. Some, you even say hello to them, they will not reply you. That is a Western culture for you. So you are having more Africans in diaspora, particularly Nigerians, have a lot of mental illness. I mean, I had a case with a woman. I never even knew today. And that's why it's good for us to be very educated. I never knew she was mentally ill. It took a while before I discovered it. She just liked to pick up, always find a reason to talk to me, right? And sometimes when she's talking to me, it's always something weird. Somebody died, some bad news. It took a while before I knew that she actually was mentally ill, okay? And the way it's done in the Western world is that it can be well managed, and there's nothing wrong with being mentally ill. Trust me, is an issue that we should all pray that we get healed from. If we're going through it, depression is real. Anybody can be depressed. I never knew I was depressed when my mother died until one day I was reading a magazine, right? My mother died. I didn't cry. I didn't fight. Life moves on. So I was coming for her burial. It was months after. And I was reading a magazine. Okay, I'll never forget that magazine, TW magazine. And the person was narrating how, her daughter, or is it her son, that she gave birth to not too long ago, is now graduating from masters, and how it was just like yesterday when she gave birth to the guy. What a privilege. Do you know, I was in BRT bus. Do you know I just started sobbing? I was crying like a baby. That was when I knew that apparently the death of my mother hurt me badly, but I compacted it. And it was an issue. And I thought I was fine. And I wasn't fine. It was just compartmentalized. Okay? So depression is real. Mental illness is real, and we need to talk about it in Africa, because we deceive ourselves as Africans don't have mental illness. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. And this is why sometimes people have these problems and they are not getting treated, because we just assume an African can have mental illness. But back to my conversation, make sure you get an internet related business and you're already making $500 every month before you leave Nigeria. Because I promise you, you will do more when you leave Nigeria in that business. Because now you have stable electricity, you have stable internet, and so you would make more money in that business than when you were in Nigeria. And that will sustain you. I know of a Nigerian, I met him in Paris. Some of you saw him with me. He's been in Paris for 4 years now. No, sorry, yeah, I think 4 years or more. In Paris, true story. And do you know, he used the money he makes from doing e-commerce business in Nigeria to feed his 3 families in Paris. He's living in Paris. He doesn't have any job in Paris. His wife also doesn't have a job in Paris. They just left because the wife, I think, was to give birth to their second baby. And the medical, it was becoming very complex. And the medical facility was very poor. And the wife is an African American, but used to live in France. So when they were not getting the best medical treatment, they had to just rush down to France and to get her to deliver the baby. Okay, but just now decided to say, you know what, let's just stay here. And that was what happened. And 4 years there. And guess what? He still sustained his family from his e-commerce business with majority of his customers in Nigeria. True story. How many of you saw me with a young man at the Eiffel Tower in Paris? If you saw me and him, can you type 1? That's the person I'm talking about. If you saw me with a young man in Eiffel Tower in Paris, when I was in Paris some months ago, type 1. If you saw me with him, okay, type 1. So try and get an internet-related business, because forget it, all your degrees is not going to, most likely not going to be useful in some of these countries that you're trying to go to, okay, if you even have one. And so you may end up, doing ridiculous job that is just beneath you. And so what I advise, instead of washing dead bodies, cleaning the street, doing all these ridiculous kind of jobs, why not just better, okay, learn an internet business that is dignifying, okay, that is dignifying. Why not just learn something dignifying? Doing an internet business gives you dignity, gives you respect, gives you honor. It's better to learn that and start that in Nigeria before you leave. There are several businesses, like I told you, affiliate marketing is there, blogging is there, mobile marketing is there, recharge and bill is an internet-based business that you can do from anywhere in the world. Digital marketing is also there. Web design is also an internet-based business. E-commerce is also an internet-based business. Okay, I teach about 20 different internet-based businesses. You should learn one. And make sure you're already doing $500 in one of them before you leave. How many of you are enjoying this class? If you're enjoying it, can you type I'm enjoying this class? Come on, talk to me. If you're enjoying this class, can you type I'm enjoying this class? Okay, come on, talk to me, guys. By the way, I'm Stephen Akita. I'm Africa's most sought after investment coach. I'm a serial entrepreneur. And I'm just sharing on very important things, 6 things that you must do if you want to leave Nigeria in dignity. I'm tired of seeing our people leave Nigeria in an undignified way and are ashamed of themselves. Enough of it. Enough of it. It's not necessary. Do you know that I oftentimes, I don't know how, but unconsciously, a lot of Nigerians who meet me in the US and the UK just develop low self-esteem by just meeting me. How many of you, understand what I'm talking about? I have this several experiences where I take Uber, right? I will take Uber from my hotel, usually Marriott or Sheraton hotels. I will take Uber, and to my surprise, once the Uber is a Nigerian, it's either the guy won't greet me. True story. Because he has heard my voice and has discovered I'm a Nigerian. Okay? Or the guy will start conversation with me and begin to say, oh, this is not the only thing I do. I just do this on the side, as if I asked him. Some of them will say, it's because I was bigger than this when I was in Nigeria. Things was better. I never asked him question. He will start explaining to me as if, and meanwhile, I don't even see Uber as a wrong business. Right? I see Uber as a good business. I see it as a fantastic business. Okay? But you see them develop low self-esteem. Most of the hotels I stay, sometimes I meet Nigerians in those hotels as the cleaners, And some of them, I'm excited to meet them, but they're not excited to meet me. They begin to give me stories of, oh, this is not my real job. It's just, and I'm not asking you a question. I never told you it's wrong. I'm not judging, I'm not complaining. We just see people develop those things. And I feel that if you know that you will not be proud of doing the job of a cleaner, of a taxi driver, of a security guy, look for an internet-based business that you can do, you can master before you leave Nigeria. I feel it's just a good thing to do. Okay, it's important because it's part of this low self-esteem issue that make people to now begin to ask you, how old are you? Okay, because people just want to begin to wonder. Okay, he looks young. How come he's able to afford to stay in an hotel for a week, for 2 months? For where? What's he doing? Who is he? Are we sure? All these young people, maybe his parents are rich, maybe his parents are politicians. Who knows? Maybe he's a yahoo. You don't need, all those things are called low self-esteem. Low self-esteem. Now, you can help yourself. If you know you have low self-esteem, let me tell you this. There's dignity in labor. There's no business I've hawk electronics, I've hawk books, I've sold popcorn on the street. There's no ridiculous business that I've not done. But do you know that I never had low self-esteem doing those business? There's dignity in labor. Anything I have to do to feed my family and I'm not stealing, I'm proud to do it. It's your business if you think it's beneath my level. But to my disappointment, it's the people who need to have dignity and say, after all, I'm not a thief. Even if I'm having to be a cleaner, it's a legal job. And I'm doing it to feed my family. Instead of people walking up with pride, it's the same people, okay, who begin to feel, who are the ones trying to explain to you why they are doing certain things. So I just feel if you have that kind of challenge, don't bother, make sure before you leave Nigeria, have what we call a digital online-based business. A business you can do from anywhere in the world that is currently giving you $500 every month. Because when you now go abroad with good internet, with good electricity, you can scale the business. And once you're able to scale the business, it's easier for you to sustain yourself and not have to descend so low to certain jobs that you are not enjoying. I don't know if you're happy about this. If you're happy, type I'm happy. By the way, for those of you just joining me, I am teaching you today 6 dignified ways to leave Nigeria, if you must leave Nigeria. By the way, I don't recommend this, but I'm tired of seeing our people, go the wrong way. I'm tired of seeing people go through Libya. I'm tired of seeing people become slaves, because they had to be turned to sex slave on their way from Libya to Italy. I'm tired of those things, and I feel there are better ways to doing these things. And some of us who travel a lot, we've at least, gotten some exposure on the right way to immigrate okay? And I just felt I needed to teach this. If you're happy about this type, I'm happy. However, I will consider this a wrong topic if we don't get 200 live viewers. So I encourage you to share this video, post on your WhatsApp group or your Facebook group or your LinkedIn group. On your right hand side, you see an icon called Facebook Party. Click on that icon and start inviting your friends, your loved ones who want to leave Nigeria. It's better they hear it the right way, from someone like me, than somebody give them a wrong information and they become, sex praise and become slaves. There's slavery still going on. Don't let anybody deceive you. Slavery is going on, and it's usually through immigration. Through immigration. People trying to look for a better, country, a better life. They end up becoming slaves. In modern world, it's happening. True story. It's happening. And we can educate our people by dealing with this kind of issues from the root. From the root. So even if, if you think you like this topic and you want me to do the part 2 of this topic, I would like you to share this video at least 20 times based on all your Facebook group, WhatsApp group, LinkedIn group, several groups. Let's get as many people, at least 200 people. If we get 200 people, I'll repeat. If you don't get 200 people, this is the last episode on this migration thing. If you're ready for number 4, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on, talk to me. So I've shared 3 so far. Number 1, choose a migration-friendly country like Canada, like Dubai. Number 2, get unbiased information. So get somebody who can give you an unbiased information and a truthful information about the country that you have picked. Don't get a travel agent to give you the information about the country you want to visit. What do you expect the travel agent to do? Of course, the travel agent will tell you to go ahead because he wants to collect your money. So the kind of people to get an unbiased information from are people who are not even necessarily travel agents, are people who are probably currently living in those countries. They migrated to those countries properly. They have the right information. They may not even, they don't need to be your family members, because sometimes family members even deceive you out of pride. I know a woman who probably would not have, migrated to the US if not for a family member, and it was her blood brother. She went through a brutal divorce and all of that, and she was just telling him, just, oh, you see, this is why Nigeria is messed up. Assuming you're in US now, things will be better. And he said, why not come to US? He was joking. Apparently he didn't mean that word, come to US. And by the way, everybody hear me. Your loved one saying come to the country doesn't mean they mean it all. Don't be deceived. A lot of time you hear your family members say, hey, come. They don't mean you should come. Oh. They've assumed you can't afford. Let me tell you this. How many of you know that one of the biggest, surprise to Nigerians in diaspora is that Nigerians are rich? Type true if you know what I'm talking about. Because if you're a Nigerian in diaspora, what you often hear is family members begging you for money. Uncle, I will die if you don't send $100. Uncle, Nigeria is scattered though. Uncle, some will even lie on what didn't happen in Nigeria just to get money from their relatives abroad. So subconsciously, most Nigerians who live in diaspora assume Nigerians are poor. I'm not if you agree with me. If you agree, type I agree. Meanwhile, it's a lie. If you want to meet some of the richest people, they live in Nigeria. And I'm not saying these people are politicians. I'm not talking about people who are stealing. I'm talking about legal guys, legit businesses. I'm telling you the truth. Who made money? So average person in diaspora assume everybody in Nigeria is poor. Everybody in Nigeria is broke. Everybody in Nigeria doesn't have money. So, which is a big lie. A big lie. So this lady, the brother just said, hey, come. You know what? He assumed, because she had 3 kids and herself, he assumed she couldn't raise, because this is a lady telling him she's broke, she needed money, blah, blah. He assumed she won't be able to raise the money. Guess what? 2 weeks later, the lady sold her car, sold everything, raised the money. 2 weeks later, guess who was in Atlanta airport? This same person. Hey, bon, what's today Atlanta? Huh? He felt like entering the car. How did he do it? Said, come and pick me. I'm at Atlanta airport. Come pick me. So, of course, he had no choice. Picked her up. But guess what? She didn't last 1 month in his house. 1 month later, he told her, pack your load, pack everything, pack. So she packed everything. True story. This is a true story. And he took her to a motel and said, well, I've paid for 1 week in this motel. This is your new house. My wife is not happy with you staying with us. Okay? This is America. True story. Same father, same mother. Say, this is America. I will interpret. You don't owe them money here. I've paid for 1 week in this motel, but you don't owe money. Find a way to sustain that process. And he drove off. True story. So please note, when you have cousin, brother, I have another one. Overnight, it was, I think, 1 a.m. His cousins chased him out of the house. 1 a.m. True story. I don't know what he did. 1 a.m. in the US, Texas. Okay? So that your cousins, your loved ones are telling you, come to America, come to UK, come to Kiniko. Don't be deceived. They've assumed you can't afford it. So they are just joking with you. Some of them will say, things are better here. His ego. They're just trying to show you that they are doing better. It's a lie. The day you come, they will open you up and say, "Alright, go easy in bio." Okay, let's not deceive you. Because I remember I used to have, this was a true story, my first time in London, my first time in the UK, many years ago. I had this friend, we went to university together. I know we always chat, she always tell me about how UK is better, London is better. Each time we talk, they've taken your light again. You see, this is why UK is good. Another thing, internet. You see, this is why, the network here is better. She always give me all this, it talks about how UK is better than Nigeria. So now I was to come to the UK. I guess she thought I was trying to relocate. I chatted her up. "Hello, how are you? I'm coming to the UK. Can we connect?" She first answered. But as soon as I said, "I'm coming to the UK, send me your address," I'm not kidding you, till tomorrow she has refused to reply. Okay? Though I think later she started replying. But she was afraid. She thought I was maybe I would want to come and live with her. And LLN, who is in one-room apartment. Okay? Okay, so I know the way we Nigerians do when we migrate like that. You don't even tell some of these people you are coming to live in their house. I think the houses are as big as we used to have in Nigeria. So you just come from the airport, you just go straight to the person's house. You come there and say, "Hey, you have come." And you don't have any plan. So I guess she thought that was the same. Me, I just came for a course for 2 weeks. The true story, she didn't even pick my call. She didn't reply. I called that thing. So in reality, guys, it's important that you get the right information, not necessarily from family members, but people who migrated legally, who can give you facts, who are not sentimental. Number 3, get internet-based business that's already giving you $500 before you leave Nigeria. Number 4, if you're ready for number 4, type "I'm ready, I'm ready." By the way, those of you just joining us, my name is Stephen Akita. I'm Africa's most sought after investment coach. I'm a serial entrepreneur, and I'm sharing how to migrate from Nigeria with dignity in a proper way. And I will be willing to do part 2 of this training if we get to 200 live viewers. I will tomorrow come back and do another part 2, but we must get to 200 live viewers. If we don't get to 200, I will assume that you guys don't like the topic, and so we won't do it again. So if you want us to do this again, I want you to copy this link, share it on your Facebook groups, WhatsApp group, LinkedIn groups. On your right hand side, you see something called Facebook Party. Click on it, invite all your friends. If we get to 200 live viewers, we'll do another episode of this, because we need to give the right information out there to help many people. So share, you can share this video 50 times if you want to, so that we have the right information. Enough of people migrating the wrong way, okay? People becoming slaves just because they wanted to migrate. And we've seen cases like that. People just becoming slaves and finding themselves in very worse situations than they were when they were in Nigeria, just because they didn't have the right information. So if you're ready, type Eunice is ready. Okay, good. Who else is ready for number 4? Number 4, don't attempt to travel if you are currently broke. Please, I will repeat this again without shouting. I've been told I'm shouting here. So please, 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 please do not attempt, okay, to leave Nigeria if you are broke. Migration is not for broke people. I don't care who told you that, they are lying to you. It's not for broke people. It's not for broke people. Migration is not for people who are broke. And I'll give you a very good example. And this you need to know. This is one of the reasons. So how many of you know that the people who are currently able to leave Nigeria successfully to Canada are some of the upper middle class in Nigeria? If you know that type, I know. How many of you know that the people who are successfully able to leave Nigeria to Canada are the upper middle class? If you know type, I know. I'm talking about people who have houses worth 50 million, because I meet them every day. I'm into real estate. So every day I get messages of people sending messages to say, Mr. Steven, this person is relocating to Canada. He has this 5-bedroom house. He has 40 kVA generator. He has 2 Mercedes car. The house is furnished. Everything. He wants to sell it for 70 million. Some of them 100 million. Some of them 120 million. The entire place. Now, whoever could afford to have asset worth 120 million, tell me, is that person a lower class person in Nigeria? Answer me, guys. Answer me. Okay, because we need to become realistic with ourselves. Okay, stop deceiving yourself. Migration is not for poor people. I don't care. Those who successfully are able to migrate with dignity, have some money, and it's the truth here, have some money. Even the ones who go through Libya have some money. Do you know, to even go through Libya, you need to have at least $1 million. If you know, type 1. Through Libya, that is illegal route. And that's usually the route for poor people, as it were, poor. Whoever can raise 1 million naira, how poor are they? Talk to me, guys. Come on, talk to me. Anybody who can raise, whether they had to borrow it, whether they had to get it from cousin, uncle, sold something, whoever can raise 1 million naira, how poor is that person? How really, really poor is that person? If not that, it's a mental issue, right? Where the poverty is in the mind. Because as a Nigerian, I would tell you that with 1 million naira, you're a big boy in Nigeria. You are a big boy in Nigeria. Okay, with 1 million, you're a big boy in Nigeria. So you see people who even go through Libya, they spend at least $1 million naira. Now, others who don't go through Libya, who are able to migrate legally, need to have more money than that. So it's important that you know that migration is not for poor people, and globally, the clamor for quality people is increasing. Everybody is insisting they want quality people. You can see Dave Williams already attacking me. Maybe Dave is, I don't know. Maybe Dave is a British who think I'm trying to bring people to London. Okay, maybe Dave is about to protest right now. I said, don't bring the guys from the shithole country to UK. Dave, is that what you want to say to me right now? Okay, and I don't want people from shithole country. Dave, talk to me. Is that what you're trying to say? Oh, Lord of mercy. So, migration is not for poor people. I mean, those of you who have been on for a while, you know what I'm trying to talk about. So, migration is not for poor people. So, if you want to migrate, you have to do it legally. And if you will be able to migrate legally, you need some good money to do that. You need to have some good money to be able to migrate legally. So, that is number 4, under migrating with dignity. Okay, and I think it's important that we have that proper conversation. I don't know who is this person who is here talking about fringe. I don't know what you're talking about, guys. Come on. Okay, who are these people who are just on my wall? So number 5. Okay, number 5. How to migrate with dignity. Okay, how to migrate with dignity. Because if our people are going to migrate, we have to do it the proper way. And that's what I've been teaching. I don't want people migrating. Okay, and this is one of the reasons why, personally, I'm not happy with Nigerians leaving Nigeria. And the reason for me is because the people who are successfully able to leave Nigeria are some of the best people we have. It's almost like a brain drain. Okay? It's almost like a brain drain. Nick, that's true. Migrate with dignity. Okay? Don't use lorry or whatever you're saying. But it's almost like a brain drain that I see happening, where you see some of the best people What's this migrate with fringe that people are talking about? Can anybody tell me who are these people that we're having? I need to start blocking them. Okay, those of you who have been here earlier, where did we get some of these racist guys who are just joining us? Okay, where did they come from? Okay, because you guys, I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know who share my broadcast maybe on your group. I'm going to start blocking you guys. Okay, please, can you guys tell me what are they talking about? I've been hearing this fringe. What are they talking about? Who are these ones talking about migration with fringe? Who are they? What are they talking about? Okay, what are they talking about? Can somebody help me? Okay, because I don't know what you're talking about. Nick and Dave have started blocking you guys because I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about. What do you mean by fringe? Okay, what's the meaning of fringe that you're talking about? Okay, because I don't know what you guys are saying here. Because sometimes when you see a black guy talking, the first thing you want to do is to come and become racist here. What are you talking about, guys? Okay, because I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so I'm going to block you, right? No racist is allowed where I am. They are racist, Abby. Don't mind them. I don't know who shared my post on their group. Okay, I don't know who shared my post in their group. I don't know. Social media is a funny place. Yeah, I've started blocking them. Okay. But back to our conversation. Here. I don't know who told you something about fringe. I don't have anything fringe here. So, well, let me go on with our conversation. It's crazy when you talk about migration anyway. It attracts a lot of issues one way or the other, but I don't know who these guys are. I don't know what my topic has nothing to do with fridge. So yeah, but I'm not selling a fridge. Okay, I'm not selling a fridge, so I don't know who told you guys I'm selling a fridge. This is not a fridge auction. There's no fridge auction going on here. I'm just sharing about how people from my country, okay, that some of you call Shito country, can migrate with dignity in a legal way. Okay, so I'm not selling any fridge. Okay, so please stop talking to me about fridge. I'm not selling fridge. But let me go on with my training. How many of you, those of you who are with me, if you're ready for number 5, type I'm ready. So number 4, don't attempt to migrate if you don't have money. Migration is not for poor people. It's for people who have some resources to do that. Does that make sense? Number 5, if you're ready for number 5, type I'm ready. For those of you just joining us, my name is Stephen Akinta. I'm Africa's most sought after investment coach. I'm a serial entrepreneur, and I'm sharing today on how to migrate, okay, with dignity. 5 ways to migrate with dignity is what I am sharing, guys. And I'm not doing any auction. I'm just teaching, okay, about how to migrate with dignity. So Vivian is ready. Rachel is ready for me. Adam, Akintayo James is ready. Vivian, everybody is ready. Beautiful. Can you guys do me a favor? I think this is what can help us. Share this video multiple times so that we can get the right audience here. I don't know who shared this to the wrong group, and I'm just having the wrong set of people joining me here. So can we, who are here for what I'm talking about, share this in the right group so that we can have the right set of people come join this conversation. So number 5 way to migrate legally with dignity. Okay, number 5 way to migrate legally with dignity is do not move your entire family when migrating. Now, this is one of the worst experiences I've had. In fact, when I've listened to people's stories who eventually had to divorce themselves because they came to the Western countries, I've listened to stories of people who had challenges with their children, with their families. One of the major issues that I realized was that gave them real problem was that many of them migrated with the entire family. Okay, I remember a friend of mine having this conversation with me. He said, "You travel a lot. I want to move to the US and all of that." And I told him, I said, I'm not going to tell you not to move to the US. I didn't move to the US. I'm not moving to the US because I love Nigeria. I'm doing well in Nigeria. But if you must move, please don't carry your entire family. I had to tell him. It was like, no, the cost. I said, don't. In fact, my advice, first go to the country on a visit first. Okay? Visit for a month or 2 months or 3 months. You can even, the kind of job you say you will be doing when you get there, try it first for at least 1 month. Look for a holiday job you could do. Okay? So that you can test the ground. You can have a feel of whether you can endure this place. Okay? Because it's not easy. If you go out there, it's cold, freezing cold, right? Even though winter is almost gone, but it's cold. And people got to go to work, despite how freezing cold it is. Okay, people are having to go through a lot in this part of the world. So it's not as easy as many of you in Nigeria think. It's not that easy. It's tough. But at least don't go with your family first. Go alone. Go on a visit. But you say, okay, but the cost of transport, the cost of flight, I will say, make it back by doing a holiday job. It probably will cost you $2,000, right? For you to go to Canada, just on a visit, to even see how it looks, right? Max $2,000. You can make that back in a month, okay? Trying to do the same job that you want to do when you relocate to Canada. Because guess what? If you cannot, and this is very important, if you cannot make that, and this is very key, if you cannot make your $2,000, okay, on a holiday job, then you're not going to make it when you fully relocate, and you're going to be messed up. Because there's no way you can sustain yourself in Canada, in US, in Dubai, without minimum of $2,000. There's no way. There is no way. There is no way. Not in the UK. You can't sustain yourself in the UK without £2,000. You can't. That's the least, guys. It's the least. Okay, except you are staying with someone. Okay, but you want to get your own accommodation, which is what you have to do if you are coming with your family. You want to get your own accommodation. You have to feed at least 4 of you. You will need at least $2,000. So my argument is, come on a visit. See how it works. Do an holiday job. Try it for a month and see whether it works or not. Okay? See whether it works or not. But you don't just carry your entire family. I have seen this lead to divorce, where people move their children, move their wives, move everybody, and the tension grew. The pressure was heavy. Now, some people had it good, but many had it worse. Some people are lucky, but many had it crazy. The pressure broke the family into two. The pressure. And let me tell you this, in the Western world, the people who are enjoying their family in the Western world are people who are financially comfortable. 90% of marital crisis in the Western world is money related. Let nobody deceive you. You are in big trouble, particularly those of you who are men. Note this. You are in big trouble. And I've said this. I'm not women are here. If you're a woman type, I'm a woman. Come on, women, talk to me. I want you to answer this question I'm about to ask you guys. But if you're a woman type, I'm a woman. Come on, guys. If you're a woman and you're proud of it. And by the way, happy International Women's Day. It was yesterday. It was amazing. In our company, we employ a lot of women. And we pay women equally as men. I don't know if you're happy to know that. Yes. In our company, all the companies that I own, we pay women equally as men. We don't have a single company. And it's been that way since we started our company. Okay, I'm big on respect for women. My mother, I won't be here without God and my mother. So I respect women a lot, and happy International Women's Day to you women. Come on, guys. So if you're a proud woman, come on, talk to me. If you're a woman, type I'm a woman. Okay, fantastic. One of the major things I want you guys to know about women, and I want the women to answer me whether what I'm saying is correct. Women are not wired to survive in the midst of poverty. Women, if you agree with me, type I agree. Women are not wired. I believe God did it. This is the reason why God created man before the woman. And he made sure that everything was perfected before the woman came. Okay? Even the garden had been taken care of by Adam to a good level before the woman came. So everything was provided for her. The garden was bearing good fruit. There was food. There was everything before the woman joined Adam. I strongly believe God has wired women, okay, in a way that they are not wired to suffer. Women, if you agree with me, type I agree. Where are all my women? Where are you guys? Come on. Where's everybody? Okay, it's my personal conviction, but how many women agree with me? If you agree, type I agree. Because I just feel when a man, for whatever reason, decide to relocate from Nigeria to Canada to UK to any of these places and has not planned it well and puts the wife under too much pressure is one of the reasons why the family end up breaking into pieces. And I've seen it happen again and again and again and again and again. And this is real. This is real. Even if you don't agree, it's just the truth. Women are just not wired. Okay? You see, women can handle other things. You can see a woman struggle with a guy dying of cancer. You see women do that well. You can see a woman hanging there when the husband is sick. And I mean, there's so much women can handle and with, struggle with you. But you see, when a woman is having to take care of the children, at the same time go through the excruciating pressure of feeding the family in an harsh condition and environment, women are not wired for that. My own personal belief. It's one of the reasons why I always encourage me. I say, whatever you got to do, bro, do it to take care of your woman and make sure she's financially stable. Right? I have helped my wife open several businesses, but until I send money every month, she's not okay. She's just wired that way. She's wired to believe my husband must give me money. And many women are wired that way. It doesn't matter how many money they are making. They just believe the husband should bring in the money and should bring it tangibly well. So guys, don't put your wife under too much pressure, okay, by choosing to leave Nigeria when you've not had it all figured out. My advice, you go first. You're the man. Okay, come, try it out, do some things, sort it out before you bring your wife. It's one of the best ways to have dignity, to have people, your wife respect you, to have your spouse, to have it all work out well. I've had several friends who have migrated. They first came. And many of them had good, when the wife finally joined them, everything was perfectly fine. Okay? But when you say you want to do all together, it doesn't always work. I don't know if you have enjoyed my broadcast today. If you've enjoyed the type I've enjoyed, it's been very controversial broadcast, but I believe there's a lot you guys have learned. If you've learned so much, can you type, I've learned so much? Come on, guys. If you've learned so much today, can you type, I've learned so much? The last, number 6, if you're ready for number 6, type, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 6, who is ready for number 6? Type, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 6. Type, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. If you're ready for number 6. I guess what happened, somebody probably shared this video on an auction group, and the person probably tagged this video, how to buy fridge. And I think that's just a wicked thing to do. I encourage you to share this video on several groups, but I didn't ask you to share it on those groups to misappropriate what we're trying to teach. This video is to teach on migration, how people can migrate with dignity and in a legal way. That's the purpose of this video. So I don't know who went to do that. It's just wrong. By the way, for those of you joining us, remember I said we need to get to 200 viewers, right? If we hit 200 live viewers, I will do the part 2 of this video. If we don't hit 200 viewers, I will teach my normal topic, which is what I do. Okay, so feel free to share this video on your Facebook group, on your WhatsApp group, on your LinkedIn group. Copy this link, paste it, and on your right hand side, you will see Facebook party icon. Click on your Facebook party icon, invite your friends, invite your loved ones. For those of you just joined us, I've been sharing on 6 ways to migrate with dignity. The first way, choose immigration-friendly country. And I've given examples of such countries. Example is Canada and Dubai. Okay, are my own top 2 countries that are friendly for you that you want to migrate. Number 2 that I taught is get unbiased information about the country that you have decided to migrate to. Get an unbiased information, unbiased, not from the travel agent, not from the visa consultant, not from unbiased, somebody who is doing well in that country, who migrated legally. Get the person to give you a good advice, okay? Number 3, get an internet-based business that you've learned and you're already doing at least $500 in that business before you leave. It's very important that you get that sorted. As we speak right now, I have several students in the UK and the US who are having to now learn what I'm teaching you. Okay, who is now that they are now trying to pick up an internet-related business, because even the job they're doing here is from paycheck to paycheck. The amount they are paying in taxes is crazy. Okay, and if they had an internet-based business, many of it may have come tax-free, and they would have been doing better. And some of them are just having to do this. So if you can do this before you leave Nigeria, is advantageous to you, because many people have migrated 5 years ago, 10 years ago. It's not that they are retracing their steps and say, I missed some things. Can I go back and fix certain things? Number 4, don't attempt to travel if you are broke. So don't attempt to travel out of Nigeria if you are broke. Please, migration is not for broke people. It's been proven all over the world. It used to be for broke people, but no longer, no more. It used to be people who are looking for a place they'll get a better job and all of that. It used to be that way, but no more. Okay? What internet business can we do? Rachel is asking. Rachel, go to my YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Right? I've done several business videos on several businesses you can do on my YouTube channel. Okay, there are several of them. Just subscribe, and every day I try to upload, my team try to upload new videos on my YouTube channel. So it's Stephen Akintayo TV. As you can see, Stephen Akintayo TV is my YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel. You see Stephen Akintayo TV. Go there, subscribe. So not only do you get a video you can go, we have more than 500 videos there. Several internet businesses you can do. And I gave an example earlier from affiliate marketing to e-commerce to blogging, to recharge and bill business, to freelancing, and several other. I teach about 12 different internet-based businesses that you can do. These are businesses that don't affect, you don't need to do them 24/7, so you can do it on the side while you're still doing your normal regular job. So there are free videos on my YouTube. Now the reason why I'm sending you there is peradventure you can't afford my paid videos, so that you don't think that I'm trying to sell you. I've done several videos that are free, okay, that you can go and watch for free. You won't need to pay anything. So why not go watch that? I have some paid versions of my videos. I've also authored 33 books on Amazon. So some of you are also wondering about which business can you do on the internet. I've written 34 books on these various businesses. Okay, 34 books. How many of you are happy about that? I've written 34 books. Yes, you heard me well. 34 books. Now you see why somebody's asking how old I am. Okay. 34 books that I've written. Yeah, 34 books written by me. So you can see if you type Stephen Akita on Amazon, can you see? It's like that on Amazon. In fact, the first book you see is on e-commerce. Can you see that? Have you seen that? The first book? So you see another book, Switch. Switch contains about 12 different businesses. Okay, investment, real estate, several books. Can you see? There are several books, 34 of them. So you can go and get, and they all focuses on different businesses you can do. Okay, and they are quite good businesses you can do to grow your income. So number 4 is number 4, don't attempt to travel if you're broke. Then number 5, don't move your entire family at the beginning. So at the beginning of living, migrating, leaving Nigeria or wherever part of Africa you're living, make sure you go alone. Try to figure things out well. Get everything sorted out well before you leave. So don't just migrate without proper structure. Okay? Go first alone. Figure out where to stay, the kind of job you can get and all of that before you then move. It's very, very important. Then number 6, if you're ready for number 6, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on, guys. Are you ready for number 6? If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 6, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 6. If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready. For Lajin, I'm going to take questions once I'm done with number 6. I'm going to take as many questions as possible so that I can still correct some wrong impressions when it comes to migration. I want to take as many questions as possible. Also, some of you are free to call me on WhatsApp, that is. So I'm going to be giving you a WhatsApp number you can call today. This is my first time of doing that. So I'm going to be giving you a WhatsApp number you can call today if you want to talk to me, so that you can also give us advice. There are people watching who may also need your advice. So I'll take a few calls today. The number you can call, once I'm done with number 6, don't call yet, but only WhatsApp calls. Please don't call directly. Call on WhatsApp. The number you can call is +44 in case you are outside the UK. 979 49 65 2845. WhatsApp call only. Okay, you can call to ask questions or make some short contribution, but no long stories, please. So number 6 that you want to do, make sure, and this is very important, number 6 is very important, make sure you buy a property before you leave Nigeria. Buy it anywhere, okay, that has the potential of appreciating. Buy the property anywhere that has potential of appreciation. Not buy it because you want to live there. Buy it for the purpose of appreciation. I'll share this story with you. This is a very real story. Very real story. Okay, where this woman was a headmistress of a school in Lagos Island in the 70s. And she decided to migrate to the UK. And they were bringing a particular property. Then, early 80s, a place called Lekki Phase 1, Admiralty, started developing. People started selling land there. Because they were teachers around that area, they would bring paper for them. They were to be collecting from their salary 500 naira, so that they drop from their salary. When these people who were trying to sell land to people in those areas came, you know what she was telling them? Me, I'm going to the UK. Your Nigeria is messed up. It mean law you can't take me. It mean law you can't take me. And she kept shouting, I'm going to the UK. I'm going to the UK. I'm going to the UK. I'm not really interested. I'm going to the UK. I'm not really interested. And that's what she kept saying. I'm going to the UK. I'm going to the UK. I'm going to the UK. And in reality, she went to the UK. Had all her kids. She's 77 now. I think 75 or 77. She's still in the UK. Now she's tired of the UK. She's old. She wants to come back to Nigeria. all the junior staff who bought Admiralty, you know what Admiralty is. A single property in Admiralty is more than 700. I mean, some property are more than 700 million, 500 million, okay, 300 million. She's regretting today because now she wants to relocate back to Nigeria. She doesn't even have money to be able to buy anywhere on the island. In fact, the place they showed her was after Abulegba, so interior, not decent for somebody relocating from the UK. True story. And she's realized that even up till now, she just keep working because she has to do all this, is the healthcare you guys do here, where they take care of these foster kids. That's the job she's still having to do because she still has to be supporting herself even now in this age, at this age, despite all her kids are here in the UK. Because they are trying to struggle for themselves and their kids. So the kids, which is pathetic anyway, are not successful enough to be able to say, Mama, don't work again. We will be sending you £1,000 every month so that you take care of yourself. She is still having to work. 77, still having to work. Okay? And this is part of the mistake a lot of people have made, where the wisdom here was you should have bought a property when you were leaving Nigeria. Because particularly when you buy in an estate, because that's also why she missed that property. Because Admiralty 2 was an estate setup. Because when you buy property in an estate setup from a company, the property will be secured. At least you can hold the company responsible for what happened to your property. Right? And they will have to either they give you another one or something. But you will not have the same issue you have with Omonile, where you pay for a property, okay, and it disappears. And nobody is compensating you. Okay? You won't have that problem. So it's wisdom. I say this again and again, that you want to leave Nigeria is not an excuse not to buy property in Nigeria. Because after all is said and done, Ajo kodabi leo. No matter where you go, don't forget, okay, that this is home. No matter where you go, don't forget this is home. Okay? No matter where you go, don't forget this is home. So right now, we're going to take questions. I don't know if you have had a great time. Come and celebrate me now. If I did a good job, celebrate me, clap for me. I'm sorry we won't do another part because we didn't get to 200 viewers. Yes, we didn't get up to 200 viewers, so we're not doing part 2. It was a deal. I said if we get to 200 viewers, we'll do part 2, and we didn't get up to that. Okay, so, but hey, we're going to take questions. How many of you have questions? If you want to type your question, go ahead and type your questions. Also, if you want to call, you can call in and ask your question. So the number to call in, if you're calling in, this is now the time to call. If you have question, is +4479, okay, 496 52845. Again, +44 794 965 2845. Again, +44 794 965 2445. I've also pinned it to this video, so you're free to call, or you can just chat your questions. I have our first caller. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm very well, thank you.
What's your name?
Steven, yeah? My name is Yomi, but my Facebook name is Jedidiah.
Hey.
But my real name is actually Oluwayomi Fatintola.
Jedidiah, you've been my follower for a long time. How are you?
That's right. I'm very well, thank you. I just wanted to say that a lot of the things that you're saying is the truth. And I'm very happy that you're being real with people, because I feel like a lot of people in Nigeria, they feel like abroad is like heaven or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the truth is, there's no place on earth that is heaven. Every
That's true.
place has its own issues.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy that you're being real with people, and the fact that some people feel like they cannot make it in Nigeria, that they must travel abroad.
Yeah.
And that's not right. That's not true at all.
Very
I
true.
mean, for example, me, I prefer to live in the UK, but the reason why I prefer to live in the UK is not because I feel like I can't succeed in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I prefer to live in the UK is just because I'm used to the culture here,
Yeah.
and I'm used to like the reliable internet. You know what I mean? Good electricity and all infrastructures basically. So I'm used to all those things, and I'm used to the British culture as well, because I was actually born in Nigeria, but my parents brought me here at 11 years old. I'm currently 26 years old. So I've lived in this country for a long time, and I'm just more used to the British culture than the Nigerian culture. So it's got nothing to do with making money. There are lots of people doing well in Nigeria,
Very true.
better than people in this country.
Very true.
So you can make it.
I'm doing well in Nigeria than many Nigerian immigrants are doing. Exactly. So
exactly. So I'm just so happy that you tell people the truth and you tell them as it is. You're not sugarcoating it.
Yeah. But you know, many of them don't like me because of that, right?
Don't mind them. But if they don't like you now, some people will like you later on. Some people that don't like you now, because it's better to tell people the truth.
Yeah.
That's so much better.
Very true. Very true. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you one day. Whenever I come to Lagos, I'll let you know. So
no problem.
Greet your wife, okay?
You said what?
I said greet your wife. Greet your wife and
she
children.
will hear. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for calling.
Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Okay, who else has a question? Guys, this is the time to ask question. If you have a question for me, feel free to ask. If you also want to call in, like I said, you can call in. I've typed in the number to call if you want to call in, but WhatsApp call only, please. So if you're calling in, make sure it's just WhatsApp call only. You can also type your question straight up here. Let's take a question or two. Okay. But how many of you think this is the right topic to discourse? This is a good topic to discourse. How many of you think it's a good topic to discourse? Okay. Infotech says, thank you, Mr. Steven. Great job. You're welcome. Jude is clapping for me. I appreciate it, Jude. Tega Ernest, thank you. I appreciate it. Falani says, you really said the truth. I enjoyed this. Thank you. Nwali Lazarus is clapping. Michael is clapping. Vivian is clapping. Okay, Adewale Shitu is clapping. Thank you. Engineer AGK is clapping. Lazarus says, wow, buying from a real estate setup. Yes, it's better to buy from a real estate company. At least you can hold a legal registered company accountable for whatever goes on to your investment. It's better than, Monile that you can't hold. Max, the person will disappear to one village for a while and you can't see the person again. But when you're dealing with a company, they are registered, you can take them to court, the company has assets. There's just so much way to hold a registered legal company accountable than anything else. I just feel so. You're better off dealing with a registered company when it comes to issues like this. So any more questions, guys? Anybody else more questions for me? Okay, any more question for me? Thank you. Antonio, I saw your WhatsApp message from Moldova. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So guys, again, who is excited, okay, to use the information you learned today? Who is excited? If you're excited, tap I'm excited. I'm going to do a quick recap of what I taught and we shut down for the day. For step 1, I just shared on how to migrate with dignity. 6 steps to migrate with dignity from Nigeria if you must do so. Now, I'm not encouraging anybody to migrate. I live in Nigeria and I'm proud to live in Nigeria. My family is in Nigeria and I'm proud. Okay, you see me travel all the time because I run seminars, I run trainings, I also own businesses. Okay, and I think those are basically why you see me travel a lot. So let me share with you again the 6 steps that I taught. Number 1, choose an immigration friendly country. That's the first step. Choose a country that is immigration friendly. That's step 1. Step 2, get unbiased information. And by the way, those of you watch late, go and watch it again. You need to watch it again. This is a must-watch video. Okay, get an unbiased information from people who will tell you the truth. They don't have any tie. They don't have any ego or pride or anything to be deceiving you for. Okay, step 3, get an internet-based business giving you at least $500 every month before you leave Nigeria. Step 4, don't attempt to travel if you are broke. It's for people who have some good amount of money. Step 5, don't move with your entire family at the beginning. Okay, study the market. Look at, it's the only reason. One of the biggest mistakes I would have made was to have relocated from Nigeria. It will have finished me. Okay, it will have finished me. If I had just acted based on the fact that what people were saying about traveling abroad, I leverage on that. If I did that, because I now got visa, my first attempt to get visa, I just carried on my family and I left Nigeria, that would have finished me. That would have been my end. I won't be here today if I had done that. And I'm telling you what I did. That's one of the unique things about me when you listen to me. I teach you what I'm practicing. So it's not like I'm telling you something I'm not doing. I live in Nigeria. Okay? And if for any reason I would have loved to travel, this is what I would do. Perfectly what I would do. So buy, number 6 is make sure you buy a property that can appreciate anywhere before you leave. Don't buy a property in your village just because it's your village. Make sure you buy a property that has the guarantee of appreciating. That's very important. Hello, who is this? Your name?
Hello, good afternoon, sir. My name is Abubakar.
Good afternoon, Mr. Abubakar. How are you today?
I'm fine, son. How are you doing?
I'm good. What country are you joining us from?
I'm calling you from Munich, Germany, Bayern Munich.
I was in Frankfurt, Berlin. I came in yesterday from Frankfurt. You didn't show up. You see all this, my students who always say, come to Germany, come to Germany. Now I'm in Germany. I didn't see you. You're not one of those who came.
Yeah, the problem is I wanted comment, but I was writing my final exams. I'm currently in my final semester in Germany.
What course?
I'm doing consumer science, digital marketing, and data science.
Oh, lovely, nice one. I love the consumer science. I love the digital marketing and data. Digital marketing and data are two important courses that anybody should take seriously. Nice one.
You're very much correct, sir. You're very much correct, sir. I have fed from your wealth of knowledge. Ever since I've been following you, I've really fed. I get excited and it gladdens my heart each time I turn onto your page on Facebook or on YouTube.
Thank you.
I would say I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate it so well, sir.
Thank you.
Whenever I listen to you, it gladdens my heart that young Nigerians are becoming responsible. And are also trying to pass the same knowledge they have to we the younger ones.
Yeah. We have no choice. I just felt like I have a strong responsibility to Nigerians, particularly young Nigerians, because we don't have too many young Nigerians who are successful. And I just feel I have that strong sense of responsibility that I owe the young generation to pass the right information to make their life better. Because either way, I'm going to live long, and some of these people will be looking at me in future and say, what did you do to fix Nigeria? Even though you met it broken, what did you do, Mr. Stephen, to fix it? And so, fantastic.
Exactly.
Good.
Exactly. You mentioned 6 points.
Yes.
On migrating successfully.
Yes.
I don't know if are you still online?
I'm live. I'm online. Everybody's
you're
here.
Still live, yeah.
Guys, if you can hear him, can you type? We can hear him. Come on, guys. If you guys can hear the guy calling me, this is the first time ever that I'm going to be allowing people call me live. And I want to start doing that going forward.
I'm super happy.
Yeah, so you are the first, you are the second caller in history of the Steve show.
Yeah. I wish I could record this call.
Yeah, so the whole world is hearing you. Yes.
Yeah. You said don't attempt to travel if you're broke. I mean, I have a neighbor here.
Yes.
He's from Somalia.
Yes.
He arrived in Germany from Somalia with 15,000 euros.
Okay.
And he has been working here for the past 5 years. And just last week, I mean, we're having a chat in the kitchen, and then he said, I mean, for the past 5 years, he hasn't saved quarter of that.
Can you imagine?
He has been living from hand to mouth, like you said.
Can you imagine?
Paycheck to paycheck.
Can you imagine?
He told me the amount,
15,000 euros was what he used to migrate. And in how many years he has not made quarter? In 5 years, he has not made.
Yes.
He has not even made 5,000 euros in savings in 5 years. Guys, are you hearing? Oh, this? I mean, can you hear? This is somebody calling me live from Germany. Go ahead.
And this guy works. This guy works for 12 hours a day. He works in the Munich airport. He doesn't sleep at night.
Wow.
He comes home distressed. There's some fragment of mental illness.
Yeah, of course.
I'm even the one that keeps him going sometimes.
Of course.
I just go to his door. I knock at him just to discuss.
Yeah. No. A lot of Africans are going through serious mental illness in diaspora. It's a major issue. It's a major issue. Like,
I agree, sir.
And how you know some of them is that they just find somebody to oppress. Right? Yes. Some of them do business with you and just want to hit you every day to complain about one issue. I mean, I'm almost at some point stopping to do business with Nigerians in diaspora because of things like this. Like, because some of them, that's how you just know. Because how I do business with people running to hundreds of millions, I'm not trying to make their life miserable, even when things goes wrong. When there's I just discuss it properly. I'm not arguing, I'm not fighting, but you just see a sense of, and it took me a while before somebody told me who's a doctor. I said, don't you know that a lot of Africans in diaspora have mental illness, and many of them do not treat it because they carry this mindset that Africans cannot have mental illness. So it's getting more complex and complicated because they're not ready to even treat it because they've agreed that Africans cannot have mental illness, which is a deception, it's a lie. It's a lie.
Correct.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing with us.
I don't know if you still have time. And then on your you said something about being lonely, about a form of mental illness. Yeah. I have an Indian coursemate, and this lady killed herself last month.
Wow.
She was inside. We didn't see her in classes. She killed herself.
What?
And then she dropped a note that she was too lonely.
Why didn't she?
Like you said.
Why didn't she join the Indian community? Now, one thing Indians are good at that we Nigerians are not good is that they have a strong community and is a more progressive. Is a more progressive community than Nigerians have. So Indians, Chinese, Africans were a communist society, very highly social communist setup. That's what we do.
Exactly.
Now, if you are from that kind of background, you need to know that you need a community, a positive community around you. Look at what happened with Meghan. People don't understand why Meghan had to, probably persuade Harry to leave UK. Because they create this, Your Highness, Your Royal Highness. It's not African. We African want to have that community. We go, our people, we come, we eat whatever we want. Not that your lordship, this is how the kind of food. We're not that rigid. We just want to be free. And I'm not surprised that Meghan had to probably push her husband to say, hey, take your crown. We
She was tired.
we just so people, I think a lot of us fail to realize. That's why I tell Nigerians, no matter how much you hate the Nigerian community, you cannot live in isolation in diaspora. You still need to join a community of your African people. You can look for a more progressive one, and I think there's a need to set up a very progressive African community. I probably will need to do that. Just that if I do that, I might need to, I don't know, but I might do that because I feel we need a progressive community that is not gossiping about each other, that is not envious of each other, that is supportive, that understands, that is not seeing everybody as trying to steal from them and hurt them rather than see ourselves as collaborators. And you know, one of the things I realized, that's why I said some of these things are just not normal. People who are oftentimes afraid are poor people. I'm telling you the truth. I do business. The first thing that comes to my mind the day you tell me I have so product is not to think of you must be a thief. What if you are not rich? I mean, the other day a young man chatted me up and said he was jobless. He's been listening to me. He started plantain chips business. Send me a few pictures. Do you know, immediately I broadcasted it on social media. Right now, the guy is afraid because somebody said he's investing 2 million into his business. Another person is investing 5 million. Somebody else gave him free cylinder. He never believed people can be that kind. But you know, until I posted the guy's story, before somebody was now saying, what's the evidence that the guy even has done plantain? It never occurred to me. I don't think that way. I don't think somebody will come and lie to me. And I tell people that when you begin to think that something is wrong with you too, that you can immediately, the first thing that comes to your mind is distrust, is to see everybody as criminal, everybody as a thief, everybody as trying to extort from you. It's a wrong conditioning.
Exactly.
Wow. Thank you for your contribution. I'm really grateful that you called.
I really do appreciate it. I mean, we have lots of stuff to discuss, but let me just give room for other people to talk, yeah?
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I mean, it's a honor talking to you. It's a honor. This call, this 10 minutes, it's worth $10,000. I know. I'm recording the call with my other device. So tomorrow when we meet, I would like, we spoke. I was the third person that spoke to you. I'm happy, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for blessing the life of youth in Nigeria. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. God bless you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah,
My regards to
your
family,
name. Your name again?
My name is Abubakar.
Abubakar. Okay.
Yes.
From where are you from in Nigeria?
First, I'm a Nigerian. And then I'm a Nigerian and I'm a Nigerian. Just joking. My dad is from Castina.
Oh, yeah, Jin Daddy.
Lafia Low, but I grew with my mom.
Okay.
My mom is from Benue. So I speak the language, I speak Idoma, and some part of my life I spent in Lagos also.
Oh, obviously.
So I can't say I'm more.
Because I didn't detect the Hausa accent actually. You know.
Because I didn't live there.
Yeah, I think Lagos was the reason why.
Yeah, Lagos, Abuja. I mean, we live in Abuja. When before I left, I was staying in Abuja. I had my first degree in ABU.
Okay, yeah, ABU Zaria.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Thank you for calling. I really appreciate this call.
It was nice talking to you, sir.
Yeah, now go
I
there.
look forward to meeting you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
Bye. Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So, I wish we could take more calls. Okay, I wish we could take more calls, but I have some business meetings to go to. You know, I have business to run, and all these trainings I do regularly cost me a lot. A lot of you don't know because all my time is very precious. Meetings that I need to do, business meetings that will give me plenty bemu. And I have to oftentimes sacrifice that just to have this conversation with you. Because, hey, if I don't, like they say, who will? I don't know if you agree with me that 99% of those who do shows on social media talk rubbish. Type, I agree. And you guys listen to them, by the way. I don't know if you agree with me. 99% of those who have a show on Facebook, on social media, is rubbish that they talk. And do you agree that you guys listen to them? If you agree, type I agree. And you guys listen to them. By the way, you even listen to them than you listen to me. I mean, many of you just enjoy people saying rubbish. I don't know what you gain from that. I don't know, which is why even our communities are not productive communities, right? There are communities people join, and then before you know, we start gossiping about each other. Before you say Jack Robinson, we just break into pieces because they are not communities that were intentionally trying to grow each other, trying to move everybody forward, trying to move each of us to the next level. You know, it's a psychological thing. By the way, follow me across social media handle at Stephen Akintayo on YouTube. Go subscribe. There's so much on my YouTube channel to teach you a lot. Instagram, go to my Instagram. There's so much information there. Twitter, Stephen Akintayo on Twitter. And this Facebook is at Stephen Akintayo TV. Okay, at Stephen Akintayo TV on Facebook. Okay, at Stephen Akintayo TV on Facebook and on LinkedIn. Okay, and then I have a company social media handle or business social media handle, which is SA Consult Global, across all social media handle. I love you all. I want to say a big thank you for always being there, always watching, always learning. I have a lot of students from all over the world. Even me, I never knew that what I do is impacting lives that much until recently. I've been humbled as I started traveling the world at the impact we're making. I've been so humble. Okwere says there are fewer options. That's why people listen to today. You can have a mentor forum for all your free videos here on Facebook. It will help. That's also something. I'll talk to my team. Okore Gabriel says, yeah, that's true. But all my videos are available for free on this Facebook. Just click on video icon and you're going to see all the videos I've done. They are there for free. If I do a mentor something, I'll have to make a subscription and I will charge for it. I wanted to just always make it free, but on YouTube, they are there. You guys can always go on YouTube and learn so much there. All right, there's so much to learn on YouTube. I love you all. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.